Hello, everyone. It's Francis, and I also have my friend Erica on board also. I'm so happy that you could take time out to of your busy schedule just to, get to know the product, help us find out what you're looking for or looking to by, by taking the product or getting to know how it can benefit you personally. One of the reasons I decided to really go into this program was because first, my friend Erica just kept calling me and telling me about it. But second, though, I got a chance to watch a video that really talked about how organic and regular food really there's no difference because of the depth that organic is grown at um, versus what Purium, the product that we're talking about, they go all the way down to approximately, like 12 feet to get to where the good nutrients are within the ground. So therefore, it's all natural and it's something that can help me. Most of my friends do know that I have my gut is not that great with digesting. I get bloating a lot, loss of energy, and then I also suffer from a little bit of stress and anxiety. So by helping myself to heal from the inside out, I'm actually starting Purium myself to see how it works for me, and I just wanted to share it with you guys, and I'll have Erica take over and explain more to you.
Yeah, thank you, Fran. Thanks for introducing us. And we've known each other a very long time, huh? And it's fun to be.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah. So you know Fran, and you know that she's very interested in health and wellness, and she's always looking for something really great to offer her clients and customers. And I really felt like this was something that would be right up her alley. And I was super excited when she also agreed that it was something that's right up her alley. So I'm sure you're curious about what this is. And so this presentation is to explain to you what this awesome program is about, but it's also to give you some hope and encouragement that even though we've all tried different plans that haven't worked, or we're very frustrated with our health, the things that we see around us, maybe the more and more bad news, like Fran was saying with the organics. I mean, it's all very frustrating, but this program is something that gives you hope and solutions. And so that's why we're here doing this, because it's been such a game changer for us and for people that we've worked with. And we can't help but share it with others. So we're really glad that you took time out to learn more. So, first of all, I wanted to introduce myself. So, my name is Erica McDaniel, and I am also a registered nurse. And I had lots of fatigue and low energy. None of the doctors could figure out exactly why. And so finally, I did get a diagnosis of autoimmune Hashimoto's hypothyroidism. And the thing with that is there's not a lot of things to help you with that besides being on medications. And I didn't mind being on the medications, but I also knew from working with clients, patients in the hospital, that the medications didn't always help. And that was something that I wasn't sure I wanted to go down that route. So I did a lot of research, a lot of reading, a lot of studying. That's how I became a holistic nurse, a detox specialist. Um, it just kept going and going. You keep learning more and you keep getting more education. But I did find some really good information about a high fruit and vegetable diet that had been shown to reverse autoimmune. So I said, sure, why not? Let's do it. And I was able to reverse my autoimmune in about a year, which is unheard of. Um, so I became very passionate and very excited. I became a nurse health coach to share it with others, all that I learned. And the thing was, it was a lot of work. And my clients were not on board with it, or they would be for a little bit and then they'd kind of fall off. And I also realized I was doing this during COVID. And as we were coming out of COVID, who has that amount of time anymore to just sit at home and prepare food and eat food? So I knew there had to be something else that could possibly work a little better. And I had been hearing about this program and I thought maybe this is it. So I looked into it and I started using it. I started sharing it with people. And wouldn't you believe, I started seeing some of the same exact results I was having with all of this work, but it was in a much more condensed form. And it was a lot easier and it was super convenient. And then I was able to maintain my health and I didn't have to have that be my whole focus of my life. So, like I said, I mean, it was kind of just a no-brainer at that point. I decided to pivot into offering this program, coaching people on this program, and I was getting incredible results. So it really felt like this was the best thing that I could be spending my time on. So that's my story a little bit. So I wanted to get into the program so you can see what exactly we're talking about. So I'm going to share my screen here. I have a little slideshow presentation. And it's just nice to be able to see some visual. So this is everything that you get in the box. It's a box that's delivered right to your door. It's going to be 2 shakes a day. So this is the power shake. It's that green powder. You just add a couple scoops, water, shake it up, blend it up, and that's going to be a meal along with the aminos. So 5 tablets, that's your protein. The power shake, this is going to be the component that removes, that helps with the gut. This helps with anti-inflammation, sleep support, melatonin, and this is just something you take for a few weeks. But this whole thing comes in your box right to your door. So let's get into each component. We can get a little bit more in depth. So the power shake, this is just really, really amazing. So it actually is grown, I mean, it's real food. It's grown on a farm. They pick it, they dehydrate it right at the farm, and then they grind it up, put it in the bags. So it's really cool because not only the company is they're so focused on regeneratively grown food, grown straight from the farm. The farm is 90 miles away from civilization. They test it to make sure there's nothing, pesticides, nothing junky in it. And then they are able to ship it very compactly into the cities to us. So it really, part of what they also, their mission is to reduce carbon gases, their carbon footprint, to make the impact of growing food and shipping it to the people that need it a lot smaller. So that's why I love supporting this company. I love getting my greens, my dehydrated greens in a bag, because I know it's one of the best ways that I could be getting this high level nutrition. And when you have that high level nutrition, these things happen. Your cravings are reduced, detoxification is enhanced, and that makes your body just feel amazing. So your energy can go up. So this is the main component that I feel like is just the best part, in my opinion. And it's very filling. So people are able to use these as meal replacements. And it's basically the equivalent of 6 microgreen salads. And you're going to do that twice a day. So that's like 12 salads. So it's just really cool.
So a lot of pooping.
A lot of cleansing, right?
Cleansing, yes.
So this is that other portion, speaking of gut, this has components in it that help remove glyphosate. Now, I don't know if you've heard about glyphosate, but it's one of the main things that they spray all over the food to help kill, the bugs and things. But the thing is, we have bugs inside of us, right? We have our gut microbiome. And so this is actually inhibiting our health. And that's one of the things that you've probably heard, some of the lawsuits against Roundup, and it's just really discouraging. You think, oh my goodness, can I even find something to eat out there? This is the thing that gets you a little discouraged. But that's what I love so much about this, because it's actually going to restore the gut, strengthen the lining, and help our digestion. So this is a solution for people that have tried most everything and still are not having the results with their gut. Try this. This might be the thing. And a lot of people have noticed that once they've gotten the glyphosate out, their digestion has gotten so much better. They feel so much better. It's like a weight is lifted off their shoulders, in their body. And it's just very, very powerful once we get our gut back online and how that feels in the body. So that's pretty exciting. And then apothecary. This is anti-inflammatory, like we had mentioned. This is neat because now a lot of the athletes that are super savvy are using this instead of ibuprofens and Tylenols because they want to decrease their inflammation naturally and healthy. Cherries are also one of the highest antioxidant food. So just one serving, which is just like a tablespoon or two, depending on your taste preference, with some water to dilute it. It can balance your melatonin, it can decrease inflammation, helps collagen, so you can get some, younger looking skin. So this is pretty amazing. It's one of those things that I've even tried to take the cherry juice from the store, but this is concentrated organic cherry. The only ingredient is cherries, and there's nothing like it. I've tried others, like I said, there's nothing like it, and it's so powerful with what it does. And then the last one, well, not last, but one of the last ones is the super aminos. So these are from legumes. And it's interesting because our body doesn't use protein. It uses aminos. And so the more aminos that we can get into our body, it's the less work that our body has to do to create muscle. So we can actually build muscle with very little effort when we're taking extra aminos. When we're building that muscle, and it's starting this great upward cycle, because as we're increasing muscle mass, we're also burning fat, right? That's kind of the goal of weightlifting and things. So burning the fat, and then it can open up some detox pathways that some people aren't opening because we don't have the proper amino acids. And then that can decrease metabolic waste. So this is a pretty cool, they actually use it in hospitals where patients were comatose, losing muscle mass. Some of these hospitals that had this would feed it to the patients with their G tubes, and they would be able to come out of the coma and not have to rehab because they didn't lose muscle. So imagine us, if we're up and about, moving, working out, we can really easily gain muscle mass on this product. So this one was pretty exciting when I first learned about it. Okay, and then this is Cleansar. So this is a very, very gentle parasite cleanse. It can even kind of eliminate some of the built up toxins and just different things that most countries actually do a parasite cleanse like every 6 months. It's just kind of common knowledge. But for some reason, it's not something we do in the States. And so having this kind of on your rotation to do every so often, even if you do it once a year, it's better than not doing anything at all for parasites. So it's very important to have on your health rotation. And it's so interesting because this is one of those things where I said, even if you feel like you've tried everything, please give this program a try, because I've heard so many times where people are doing this program and they're definitely noticing improved energy. Things are getting, looking upward. And then they do this parasite cleanse and it's almost like they turn a corner very quickly. Like, wow, I cannot believe how much better I feel now. And, that's not always, we don't always know the reason why we don't feel good or why we're having challenges, but it's pretty cool when you can take a product and see so quickly the results and feeling so much better because of it. So that is most of that's the program. And then what I also suggest, this is part of the immune support. And it was very important for me because remember I had the Hashimoto's, the autoimmune. So this is one of my other favorite products that's an add-on, and it is Zinc Aid. And this is a very interesting, so it's 100% whole food source and non-chemical. And that was one of the things that was very interesting when I first started learning about this program and this company, is they only do things that are whole food and food sourced. So our body recognizes the products and knows, or the components, and knows what to do with them. So sadly, we have a lot of supplements that our body views as foreign and it can't really use them. So this is why, as a nurse, why with holistic and health minded, that's why I really promote using food source supplements to help improve our health. And so this is called Zinc Aid. So it has zinc, C, A, D, and E. And those things are all going to, I mean, we know all those things are like definite immune boosters. So that was just an interesting thing I thought I'd share. So we have many different programs. We don't want you to get confused. This is why we're here. We would like to meet with you afterwards if you'd like to try something, and we will talk about your health goals. We will talk about exactly what you're looking to get out of the program, and then we will find the package that would be best for you. So we have everything from brain health to performance athletic support. So lots of different choices. So
Yes.
yeah. So I'd like to now share a couple of stories and pictures. This is the best part, right? This is what we all want to hear. Like, what has this done for people? You know, you heard my story. Hopefully, I'm not sure if Aaron, if he's able to share, but we can hear his story if he's willing to share. But here's some pictures too. We have, look at on the left, this is a woman that did the collagen support pack for a year. So this was the pack this was when she first started, March 2003. And almost a year later, look at the difference with her hair. It's just night and day. And that's just her hair, but think about her gut lining, think about her skin, her wrinkles, think about her bones, think about her structure. This is, you know, visible, but there's so much going on that's not visible. And that's the really cool thing to think about. You can hear what some people have said just after 3 days. That's why I like this one, because she's feeling satiated, less cravings, more energy, less fatigue. So that's pretty cool. And then look, Fran, I thought you'd appreciate this because isn't this how our hands look after all the hand sanitizer that we use all day long?
Yes. Oh, they're
Right?
so wrinkly. Yes.
And so this is 5 days. So that's her hand on the left. And then in the right, it was almost 2 weeks later after starting this
Wow.
program. So it just shows you what nutrition can do to the body. And this program provides the building blocks. And so that's why it could help things all the way from fatigue to constipation, you know, because we all have different issues. And when you provide the body with what it needs, it can do the work however it wants to.
Flourish.
Mm-hmm. And then this was kind of like a little, you know, rash and things that went away on the right. And then this is the next two pictures are personal customers, clients of mine. She on the left, October 2023, she just felt so fatigued, so tired, so run down. She said that smile was forced. And then on the right, I just feel like you can see in her face, you can see the glow, you can see there's like a deep joy, you know, her wrinkles look better. She was blown away. She could see how different she looked and wanted me to share. And I love this picture too. This one's such a cool picture. So this was the day she started, way on the far left of the screen. And then a month later, you can see her acne completely cleared up. You can see the dark circles under her eyes are so much better. And then this is
Wow.
when she started. And then 2 months later, doesn't she look like a different person there?
Yeah.
Yeah, such a different person. And then not, so this is what I said before about the woman with the hair. You can't you can't take pictures of how her mood has lightened, how her outlook on life has gotten better. All of those things. She wanted to do volunteer work. She wasn't able to. But 2 months in, she felt like she could start again with the volunteer work. So to say this was life changing was is an understatement. And yeah, that's all the pictures I have. So as you can see, this is why we're so passionate and so excited to be sharing this program. There's just so many amazing things. Oh, Aaron's available. So let's also hear his story.
Aaron is her husband.
Yep, my husband.
Hi, can you see me, hear me?
Yep, we're good.
Yeah,
Hey, Fran, nice to see you.
nice to see you too.
Yeah, so I started with Erica about 2 years ago. And before that, we were just eating healthy in general because I don't know how much you shared, Erica, but her health wasn't
Right.
doing the best. So we had to make some changes. And I just did whatever Erica did. And it was fun and nice. And I felt a lot of like, I felt the inflammation in my hands go down. I'm an electrician, so I use my body a lot. And I've heard from other electricians, but like as you hit 40, it just starts to hurt more. And that's just what you have to deal with, just getting older. But then when we cleaned up our diet and we started eating healthier, I noticed a lot of the pain went away and I felt younger than before. So I was like, well, this is amazing. And then it takes a lot of work to live that way though, to eat healthy, to juice, to prepare your meals. So our friend introduced this program to us and it's like you can just take it in a cup. And so I was just making a video today actually of what my day looks like. I take a green shake in the morning, and then because I'm so active, I take some snacks with me. So I'll either take like a fruit smoothie or some actual pieces of fruit and some nuts with me, and then I have another green smoothie and the aminos on my way home. And that keeps me away from fast food. It keeps me away from all the junk, and it keeps me feeling good. And I feel pretty good until I get home. On maybe like 95% of the days, I feel good and I don't, poison my body with some kind of terrible thing on the way home. And I noticed it's amazing too, like for the cost. There's some days where I forget my shakes and I'll go out and get a Chipotle or something like that, and it's like $12. I'm like, man, that's like what the program costs for all my stuff for the day. So it is crazy. I've come to view it as an inexpensive way to get all of my nutrition in and a way that makes me feel really good. And also working for myself, I figure if I can do one extra job at the end of the day, that's huge. I mean, that pays for the program. Like just doing one job or two jobs here and there. If I'm able to work a little bit more, so I never have viewed it as an expense. It's the first thing that we've ever done for health that I feel like is paying me back instead of me having to pay for it, which has been really nice. So yeah, that's a little part of my story, and the rest of it's all on Instagram. We're always posting stuff about our day-to-day journeys.
Cool. Thank you for sharing, Aaron.
Thank you.
Yeah. Nice to see you, Fran.
You too.
And so Aaron mentioned a couple things about the cost. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that. So you saw the picture with all the different packages that you can pick. So the programs go anywhere from about $12 a day to about $18 a day. And that includes everything. So that's a meal plus supplements, which is amazing. And that breaks down to about $6 a meal, $6 to $9 a meal, depending on which one you pick. And as Aaron mentioned, I mean, you can't even get a coffee for that price nowadays. So
Not if you're drinking Starbucks.
no, no. Um, so this is a program that you can work with your health coach and we can work on a plan that's best for you. But what most people do is they try the program for 90 days to see the best results. And the reason we suggest 90 days is because, most of us have been on the planet 30, 40, 50 years, and it's not the damage that has been done to us and that we've had to undergo is not going to be reversed in 1 month, 2 months. When we really start to see changes, it's getting into that 3rd month or so. And granted, some people see results a lot quicker, but we like to give the body a chance to repair all the stuff that it's had to deal with. So that's why we suggest really viewing this as a program. But like I said, we can work with you. We can figure out what's going to be best. The other neat thing is including all of the components, all of the actual physical things that you saw. We also do a lot of coaching. So you're going to get a lot of support. You're going to get personalized coaching from me or Fran. And then you can also join our Facebook group. We have lots of free resources in there. So honestly, you know, before this program, I was charging really good money for my coaching services, but now it's just part of this program. So that in itself could be the cost of the program to get the kind of coaching support that you personally need to reach your health goals. So that's the program. That's pretty much everything in a nutshell. We are going to stop the recording here, and then we can open up and just have a couple questions. Was there anything else, Fran?
No, I'm still learning, so I'm just excited.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you again so much for coming. And if you'd like to rewatch this, we're going to have the recording available. And then we also have the recording to share with anybody that was unable to attend live. All right. Thank you all for coming again. Bye-bye.
All right.